to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Smith's Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Here's Smith. And his first look is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And a look at this offensive unit now, and you see who we have highlighted, partner.
Jamal Charles, one of the most exciting, productive running backs in the NFL.
Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett is one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to air it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Wilson on the keeper, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in, and the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Jamal Charles on third down. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they could use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards a carry in production. And that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
Now it's Wilson going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Wilson on second down. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's third down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll come out in the pistol. On third and goal, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and it brings up fourth down. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He's now exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Looking deep here for Maclin. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, and that just propelled him into 2016. That and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They begin the drive with Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A first down carry here for Charles. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Charles. They find some open field here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Smith going to turn and give to Charles. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays, no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. First down, this is Rawls. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Earlier, partner, when discussing Russell Wilson, you said you think he's best when Seattle is running back centric. Is Thomas Rawls the centerpiece going forward there?
I think so because of what he did 2 seasons ago before he got hurt. Because he runs that offense the way they want it run. One cut, downhill, get upfield, and Thomas Rawls is perfect for that. If he stays healthy, that allows Russell Wilson now to throw the play action, the bootleg passes that really hurt other teams defensively.
And Rawls has youth on his side, just 23. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. Going to throw deep. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught outright by Graham. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to cloud them a little bit.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed to complete that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that'll get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you've got the free agents. All right, that starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And he's got Lockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot.
And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here. The NFL on EA Sports. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Another pistol look here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And now it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end?
Under pressure, they got him again. Demontre Moore in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. They come up in an offset eye.
Move, 45. Move, 45. Over. 3.
3rd and long. It's Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Now it's Lockett. Oh, nice move. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Harris has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Bannon in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. The play clock's running down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And able to find Conley. That one good for 21 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And quickly they get to the line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Caught here by Conley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And Hill with it over the middle. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Chiefs a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Under.
Play clock winding down. Here's Smith looking to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They come out here in the eye. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. And the big tight end shifting around. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
For that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They are going for it. It's Smith. Airing one out for Macklin, deep downfield. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Shift together here from the D-line. Wilson again to Rawls. So he got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set. 8 yards to go here on second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Room here to run. Cuts back, left sideline. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 37 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. It's a foot race. The 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. Again, it's Rawls. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A group of Chiefs there to make the stop that time. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Complete out right to Kurz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Smith. And able to find Conley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He's got his man. It's Kurz. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look under pressure, and they got to him again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will great.
Remember